Hey everybody, this is Nick Wilson. I'm a tyer with Togens Fly Shop. Today I'm going to tie a Frenchie. It's one of my favorite patterns to fish. I'm using some lead 20 there, some jig hook size 14, and some 3/8 mil slotted bead in silver. So I'm going to wrap the .20 lead free around, get a few wraps around, tuck it up behind the bead, get it nice and tight. Then I'm going to use some pheasant tail as the tailing. I just need a couple pieces, however many you like. And then I'm going to use some red thread to tie it in, and that's going to run through the body and ultimately be the hot spot up behind the bead. So I'm going to tie in some red thread, trim off the excess. All right, then secure the body, take the thread through the lead, oops. All right, and then I like to taper a little bit from the hook shank up to the bead. And I like to keep that kind of visible underneath the pheasant tail once that's tied in. So I'm using some ring neck center tail, a couple small pieces cut already. And yeah, just trying to hold it in place here and then determine my length for the shank of the hook. So that's too long for me for sure. Maybe a little bit less. That looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to lock it in place with a few turns and trim off the excess hair. All right, and then I'm going to use some dubbing. In this case, I'm going to use the brown brick here from Arizona. You can use green or a different type of brown. Anything sort of earthy is kind of what I'm going for here. So got the brown threaded on, and then get a little hot spot of some UV salmon is what I'm gonna use. I'm making it a little messy and furry, kind of on purpose. I like it a little buggy especially with the UV kind of sticking out. So kind of leave it crazy, and then I taper up behind the head with the thread and make a nice hot spot next to the salmon. And I'm going to trim it up. It's a little bit crazy for me still here. And yeah, once I have it looking good, I'm going to finish it a few times and we should be set. All right, easy peasy, super fast. You can always add copper wire and counter wrap it. It's not very tapered, my version here. It doesn't seem to matter. I like the hot spot, like I said. So there's a lot of ways to tie nymph Frenchie, but this is what we did. Thanks, bye.